I'm gonna show you guys what they did to Merrick Legion Highway over here. They did a pretty bad mess up on Merrick Legion Highway, so we're gonna take a ride down Merrick Legion Highway right now and see exactly what they did over here. They did this because they were trying to prevent people from drag racing. So if you're in the right-hand lane, notice that the right-hand lane just narrows back to the left-hand lane. And it does it back and forward for several length of the Merrick Legion Highway, which only causes more confusion and chaos. Allegedly, cars could park in the middle of that carved out area right there. So if I switch back into the right-hand lane, which is over here, I would then have to switch back to the left-hand lane again. If you were going to do this, you should just keep it all in one lane. It's to me, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So if you're driving in this right-hand lane now, you can go down as far as probably the Wendy's, then you got to switch back over again. So it's going to drive in this this right-hand lane, and then we're going to see what happens when we get further down by the light down there. And I think they did this to try to prevent people from drag racing, but it just makes it more confusing. Let's see what we got going on down here. And there's always accidents on this road anyway. Whether you have it this way or the other way, you still have an accident. So you're not decreasing any car accidents whatsoever. You're just making things worse. If you really want to stop people from speeding, just put an officer down there. Now see how it switches over here again? Now you gotta switch back. If you don't switch back, you're gonna end up running into the those little plastic things in the middle of the road there. Now they spent a lot of money doing this. This is not something that they had a meeting on. They just decided to do it on their own. As far as I know, there was no meeting held on it. If it was a private meeting like they always have. Marty Walsh and all those people have these private meetings all the time that no one knows about. Pretty sure Kim Janey's doing the same thing, having private meetings somewhere that only a few people know about, but nevertheless, that's what they've been doing. Not sure what they got over here. Looks like they got a car accident over here. Probably check it out and see. Like some kind of fender bender. Some kind of fender bender here. I guess we could check it out if we're here. Hey, why not? We're already here. We could check out a little fender bender. There's always something going on in the city. This might be the fender bender that they were looking for earlier. Not too sure. Could be a small fender bender, could be a not so big fender bender, but it is what it is. It's always an accident that happens on this. What's that? I'm a reporter. I report what I see in the city. Like any.
I don't want to be put on no camera, okay?
I won't put you on then.
I appreciate it if you don't record. I appreciate you.
Well, so I won't put you on.
I appreciate it if you don't record, please.
Record what?
Whatever you recorded.
Well, you're in public. You know you got to first.
I understand that, man. But right now is not the time for this, man. It's not the time for this, please.
So if Channel 25 came there, I'm not going to argue with you.
I'm not going to argue with you
right.
either, sir. I know that people have the right to
right.
Go ahead and record whenever they want to. But I'm asking you out of respect, man,
right.
please. Because my wife is going to get to the ambulance. And this right here is not nothing to be really.
Well, I'm not documenting you. I'm just documenting accidents that happen in the city. There's so many accidents that happen in the city. And this right here is a mess.
Yeah, somebody just hit my wife.
Yeah. Well, it's not nothing towards you directly.
No, I know.
Right,
but not towards you either.
Right, right.
I'm saying someone just hit my wife and hit and run.
Right.
So, I mean, now, just not in a good mood.
I got you. I appreciate you, man.
No, I appreciate. I'm trying to be respectful because you've been respectful.
No,
We're both the same color, bro.
No, I won't give you a hard time. If you check out my YouTube channel, External Affairs Porter, I don't give people a hard time anyway.
I appreciate
but you take care, man. I won't record you because you don't want to be recorded.
I appreciate
and I give you that respect because everybody go through hard times.
All right, thank you.
All right, man. You be safe out there. All right, so I'm not gonna give this gentleman a hard time, and like you don't want to give people a hard time if you can help it. But I'm gonna finish on my journey down here, showing you how messed up this road is. So basically, he's saying that somebody sideswiped his wife in the car, and they kept going, and she probably was doing the merge like everybody else is doing, and they hit her and kept going. So that proves my point about them putting this what you call it? I don't know what you want to call this emergent arrow that if you don't pay attention, the cars on your left have the right of way, just so you guys know. So when you're pulling into their lane, you don't have the right of way. So somebody sideswiped his wife's car, and you know I could be upset too. I'd be upset if somebody hit my car and kept going. And like I said, there's a time and place for everything. I could have been an asshole and said I'm going to record you, but I'm not going to do that because that's not my style. If it was something more interesting than that, maybe I would. But it's just a hit and run. It's a basic hit and run. Call the ambulance, and that's all done with. But back to this roadway here. This thing is just chaotical. They got all that space. There used to be 2 lanes. They got rid of the second lane in the sake of stopping people from drag racing. But the cars still end up getting on that other side and drag racing. So you're not preventing anything. You're just causing chaos throughout the city. And they spend a lot of money doing pretty much nothing, causing chaos and confusion. This goes all the way down to Blue Hill Ave. See how it opens up again? I'm going to go to the right where it opens up. I'm going to go to the right where it opens up. And you'll see how confusing this thing can be. And I guess it's to try to attempt to stop people from speeding. I don't know. It's not because they want to make a bike lane. We always had a bike lane. There's always been a bike lane there. So the I don't know what's the whole thing behind this. To be honest with you, I couldn't even tell you. Hold on. Let me make sure this thing is. It's not doing what I wanted to do here. What's going on there? Something alright. I have to move to this one then. Hold on. Use that one for now. Let's see what's going on with this later. Now, if you're driving in this lane, you got cars that are either double park or do whatever they do over here. So you just gotta be careful when you're driving down here. This is not the lane to be speeded in for sure. Let's see here. That truck looked like he didn't even want to stop. Alright, so you guys kind of get the gist of it. There's another accident over here too, guys. So that's got them confusing with American Legion Highway. American Legion Highway has a lot of accidents on a regular basis. So I'm gonna pull over and get some footage of this accident over here as well, because this accident is all throughout American Legion Highway. Just so you guys know. And it happened on a regular basis.